Let's do some tapping for when something really good happens in your business, in your career, in your creative work, and then something not so good happens. So it could be that you raise your price and then a client asks for a refund, or you decide you want to create a new sales page and then your website crashes, or you send out a pitch to someone that you really want to have on your podcast or to do a workshop with, and then, I don't know, there's some other software glitch, or you get a not very nice message from some random follower who you don't even actually need to worry about. But we need to clear that. We need to clear that so that your system knows that growth and expansion is safe. It knows that you can continue to receive more and more of the good stuff that you want in your business, in your creative world, in your field, on your path. And also, there's a little message there, and this has actually come up in multiple client sessions this week, like in real time. As I record this, there's this piece around knowing that when you, sometimes, a lot of the time, when we make a commitment to ourselves and to the universe for something that we want in our business, in our life, the universe will test us. There'll be a little test. Are you sure you want this? How much do you want this? And sometimes it makes us feel that we're on the wrong path. But I have come to learn again and again, and I've seen with my clients again and again, that it's actually proof that you're on the right path. It's proof that, oh my God, the universe has heard this intention. My energy is shifting. I'm up-leveling, I'm clearing self-sabotages, or I'm clearing an old belief, or I'm expanding what I thought was possible for me. And so the gunk, almost, that's the word that comes in, the gunk that is there, or anything that just is not actually in alignment, it's going to come in now so I can continue to clear it and move past it with more strength, with more courage, with more flow. And I'm sure you've had an experience in the past. You don't need to even have a conscious awareness of it, but where something really good has happened and then something not so good has happened. And it can sometimes make us fear the good, because we can then have this belief that when something good happens to me, I lose it. Or when something good happens to me, it gets taken away. Or something good happens to me, that must mean, I'm going to cross this out, that something not so great is bound to follow. And so we want to shift that, because you don't need to hold that. And if you're holding that, and it means that you can't then hold the good that you want, then what you'll also then do is focus on all the stuff that went wrong and all the stuff that didn't work. And our minds are really good at that as well. So our minds are really good at looking for what didn't work, what's not working, what isn't the way I want it to. Let me find all the proof and all the evidence that this won't work in the future, or that I won't be able to create what I want, or I won't be able to keep what I want. And so we're going to shake all of that out. Shake so that you can create more of what you want from your power, from your belief, from your magnetism, from your flow, but then also really beautifully hold it, receive it, and hold it without gripping. So this isn't about like strong arming through, is that the saying? Strong arming through what you're creating and holding, but it's allowing it to come into your system, into your field, into your business, and then asking yourself the question. And this is something I offered to my mastermind clients just now on a call. How good can it get? How good can you let it get? How good can you allow it to be? And how much good can you receive? And you just get to breathe that in. And that's what we're going to do in a moment. So I'm going to pull a card. Did I say that? Can't remember. From my Belief Balance deck. And shuffle, and let's see what comes through. So we are clearing a resistance. We're clearing a stress. Card is not coming, meaning I need, oh, there you go, something more specific. It's this one, excuse me. Ah, yes, stubborn. An old belief that is stubborn, a limiting belief that is stubborn, a block that is stubborn. The thought of, again, I'm crossing this out, the thought, and when something good happens to me, something bad happens, stubborn. It's a stubborn thought. We can shift it, we can clear it, we can release it. What we know about our minds is that we can rewire, we can create new thoughts, new habits, new pathways, new patterns. And none of that lives where stubbornness lives, right? So stubborn is coming up in the fire element and in the heart protector meridian. Fire is about your passion, your drive, your love for your work, your devotion, your desire. It's about giving and receiving. It's about forgiveness to yourself. It's about, and then heart protector is about You think of it like almost boundaries around the heart energy. What am I letting in and out? And can I have this so it's really clear and clean and boundaried in a beautiful way so I'm not over giving? But also I need to make sure it's not too stubborn or too like closed, because then I won't actually allow myself to receive, or I won't even allow myself to give. It's like when that rigidity of I'm not even being able to give from generosity or from your heart. There can be resentment there, so we're clearing all of that. I love it. And if you also think, what's the opposite of being stubborn? Straight away what comes to me is being really flexible. Flexible in your thinking, flexible in your belief about yourself, flexible so that you can rewire and repattern and create new thoughts about yourself, or go back to old thoughts that were amazing, that helped you create the level that you're at right now. And then do you know what often happens? A lot of the time, when you make a commitment to yourself, to the universe, to your business, about something that you want to create, something new that you want, you can, and this has happened to me so many times, it's like you go through this, like you walk through fire, if we're talking about fire energy. You walk through fire and every old doubt or every old fear or every old block comes up to be actually burned away for the new level. But what it can do is it can actually really shake your confidence in yourself. It can shake the beliefs that you have about yourself. And so what I find to be really helpful is sometimes at that stage of your growth and of your evolution, it's not just about creating new beliefs to tap into the next and the next beautiful level for yourself, but it's also actually about going back. What was I thinking about myself? What were the positive, expansive, beautiful beliefs that I had about myself that helped me create the level I'm at now? And I find a lot of time there's a beautiful mirror there. And the results that you want to create, the new results, can actually be mirrored in the old positive beliefs about yourself, the beliefs of, and a beautiful way to think of this also is to think if you look back at some kind of result that you created in your business that you feel really proud of, really proud, ask yourself, what was I thinking about myself when I was creating this? What was I believing about myself? How was I seeing myself? What was my self-concept in relation to this goal, this intention, this work that I was doing, this project? What were the feelings that I was creating in my body because of those beliefs that I was having about myself? What was the frequency, the energy, the emotion that I was carrying? And then what were the actions that I took from that? And that's it sounds so simple, but how you got here, you needed to have expansive, empowering beliefs about yourself. And a lot of the time, some of those beliefs can be used to move you from here to the next. It doesn't always have to be a new belief. Sometimes we get to the next level of what we want, and what happens is we just stop believing the beliefs that helped us get here. So we actually just need to go back to the really expansive beliefs. And so I can't remember how I got onto that. All right, so we're going to clear some stubborn energy. Are you ready? I am. Taking a deep breath in and out. Tapping. Oh, you might also want to think about some beliefs that you want to shift. I'll give you some space to say them. And also just holding the intention of something that you are creating in your business right now. So taking a deep breath in. I'm going to take off one of these rings because it makes a sound. And tapping on the side of your hand. And repeating after me out loud or in your head. Even though I have some really stubborn old beliefs that I'm ready to shift, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though it feels like they are so deeply ingrained, but I know that I can shift them. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though while there is one part of me that knows I'm so ready for more, there's another part that feels really blocked. I'm ready to release that, and I deeply and completely love and accept myself. All of the stressful thoughts that I've been having about myself or about my work, or memories that I've had about times things have gone really well and then almost immediately gone really badly. It might not feel comfortable to do, but I'm going to bring them all up to the surface. I'm going to bring them up so I can release them, because I'm so ready to do that. I'm ready to release old beliefs about my abundance, about my relationship with abundance, because there is so much that I'm ready to receive now. And I don't want to go walking around thinking that every time something good happens to me, something bad has to happen after that. Firstly, I don't need to place meaning on every single negative thing that happens. I'm going to hold the paradox that sometimes life lifes. And I also know that I can expand my capacity to receive the good. Maybe there was an older version of me who felt like I did something wrong by receiving the good. And then maybe I felt like something bad should happen to even the scales. But I'm releasing that now. And I'm going to get really curious. How good can it get? How much good can I allow myself to receive? And not even just receive, but notice. Because I bet if I looked around right now, I would see so much of it. I know, I want to create more of it. And I bet you there is already so much here too. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to pause. I'm going to slow down. And I'm going to think of 3 things that are so good in my business right now. The first thing is, and you're going to tell me. And I'm going to receive that right now. The second thing that is so good is, and I receive the good there too. And the third thing that is so good in my business right now is, and see, I received that as well. And I can feel that shift in my system. It was almost immediate. The shift when I noticed the good. And even more importantly, when I noticed my ability to receive and hold the good. Without arguing, no buts, it's so good, but. Just simply receiving it. Full stop, new paragraph. I get to reset any old ties that I had to those stubborn beliefs that made me think that if something good happened, something bad had to follow. I love and respect any versions of me who thought that was true. And I release it now. I release it from all parts of my being, on all levels and dimensions. And I step into this fire energy, the energy of love, the energy of receiving, the energy of desire and drive and devotion, the energy of my dreams. Because did you know, my dreams want me as much as I want them. Did you know that I'm so good at creating what I want? Did you know that's a conscious belief I can choose to believe? I'll say it again. I'm so good at creating what I want. And I'll say it again and again. I am so good at creating what I want. Or something even better. And here are some beliefs that I'm going to consciously choose to believe now. And you're going to tell me. The first belief is, the second belief is, and the third belief is, and I'm just going to breathe those in. I'm going to notice how my system feels as I let those truths filter through me. I notice the energy or the emotion, the frequency that I'm holding and radiating once I have consciously believed those beliefs. Because that's really what a belief is. It's a thought that I consciously choose to continue to believe. Yes, there are unconscious beliefs that are swirling, but I'm going to find them with so much love. I'm going to find them with so much gratitude for how they've been protecting me. And I'm going to shift them with a conscious awareness, a beautiful and aligned response instead of a reaction. And I'm going to choose with my whole heart to believe on purpose that I can receive more and more of the good. Because remember, I'm going to ask myself with curiosity and compassion and gentleness, how good can it get? And how much good can I allow myself to receive? I know that I am such a powerful creator. Because remember, I'm so good at creating what I want. And I get to release any of that lingering stubbornness that used to tell me that I couldn't hold that good without some kind of bad coming in. But I'm more aligned than ever now. Alignment is actually my birthright. Alignment is my natural state. And what I create in my business and in my field, I create from my natural state. My natural state sees and feels the good in me and around me without effort, without overworking, without overthinking. And that's why I get to receive so much good in my business and hold it. Because not only am I so good at creating what I want, I'm so good at receiving it too. Or something even better. So taking a moment to just close your eyes down. And just breathing here. Noticing how your body feels. I love the physical shift after tapping as much as the mental, emotional, and spiritual. And so really noticing that. Noticing all areas, how everything has just, I won't put words in your mouth, but for me, everything feels like it's just slowed down a little bit. There's this beautiful groundedness. There's a different energy that I can feel and sense in me and around me. And so you can come back to this tapping session whenever you want. You can even do some journaling before on some beliefs that you want to shift, some beliefs you want to consciously and purposefully believe, and something that you want to create in your business, in your work, whether it's a very external goal, money, metrics, clients, opportunities, or an internal shift, a new self-concept, something you're stepping into. So you could do some journaling and then come here, and where I pause and let you input what you're wanting to clear and shift and call in, you can do that as like a different flow for every session that you do, every time you watch this video. I would say I hope, because I know there'll be a shift. So I'm going to ask you this. How do you feel now? What's the difference now? And I hope you enjoyed this video. There'll be some beautiful resources linked below. And if you'd love any extra support to clear limiting beliefs, to clear sabotages, to clear old programs that you're running, come over and find me on Instagram, or have a look at my website linked below, and have a look at my current offers, or send me a DM on Instagram and I will share with you what is currently available. Sending you so much love, and I can't wait for you to receive more and more of the good and hold it with so much ease.